Hi there. It's November 20th. It's cold outside, as you can see. Winter has come. And it's also been getting fairly cold in the IT industry. I'm going to comment on that today. First of all, I must apologize for the poor setup. I'm staring into a flashlight. I can barely see. But I hope that you can see me and hear me clearly and the camera works okay. I'll look to improve my setup and my video editing skills most of all over the next couple of weeks and months, and hope that's going to be a better experience for you. In the meantime, if you stick with me, that's very much appreciated. About the IT industry, as you can see, it's been getting hammered quite a bit, and there have been waves of layoffs at large companies and small. Whether that's a rational or a rash decision, that's another topic and not for this video channel. This video channel is Adventure One, and we're focusing on being connected and responsible and what it brings to the broader wellness of humanity, but also the broader wellness of yourself. Starting with Twitter, Elon Musk has godlike status amongst many people. There's this Silicon Valley guru worship, which I think is extremely dangerous. And it's dangerous for us, but it's also dangerous for the leadership because it isolates them and leaves them in an illusion of competence and kind of the understanding that whatever they do has to be brilliant and cannot be wrong. Now, Elon Musk has shown extremely erratic behavior, and over the last couple of months, he's committed to buying Twitter for $44 billion. Then he retracted from that, saying that the reason for this is that some accounts on Twitter are not real. Backpedaling on a $44 billion deal because some of the accounts, however many, on Twitter were not real, kind of shows a level of incompetence which is staggering. I mean, the 101 of acquisitions, mergers and acquisitions, is that you do due diligence. And most of the time you actually engage companies and people that are specialized in doing that and very good at that. And you check the veracity of their numbers, you check the numbers in the first place, you check their revenue streams, you check pretty much everything. And you would find out if something like that would have been an issue in advance. So not doing that, simply foregoing a 101 process that everybody does, just shows that you think that everything you say and think is great and wonderful. Then he's been forced in a very embarrassing and publicized court proceedings that he must buy Twitter after having made that commitment. During those court proceedings, there have been very embarrassing leaks or publications of private messages between him and his friends. And now that he's with Twitter and owns the company, he's slashed half their workforce, sending them into unemployment, and without a care for the individual or the individual contributions to making Twitter what it is. What that is for other people to judge. I think, he started out as a very successful businessman, building successful and large companies. But over the last couple of months, his behavior has been utterly erratic and incompetent. He's done so much damage to Twitter as well, and the next couple of days and weeks will prove me wrong or right, but I think he will break, or he's in the middle of breaking Twitter at the moment. That's going to have severe ramification, not only financially and for him, but also, of course, for the remaining few employees, but also the users, because data and data security around sensitive data, sensitive information. I think things are very shaky as they are. And with so many people gone at the company, I fear for the safety of that data and their private owners. Why is this happening? Well, I feel that a lot of people that are extremely powerful and extremely rich, and I count amongst them Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Donald Trump, they're living in a bubble where they've eliminated people that would criticize them, speak up against them and their decisions. Elon Musk has publicly fired people that are speaking out against him. And through their ownership in behavior, they're establishing a dictatorship which is good for nobody. I think they are now living, and Elon Musk is living in a bubble of kind of an ego chamber, if you want to call it that, which creates an illusion of competence, and competence which is clearly not there right now. Now, looping back to the purpose of this channel, Adventure of One, it is called that because being one, being at one with the people that you feel responsible for that are in your life, whether that's friends, families, employees, people in your neighboring country, and people on the opposite sides of the planet. We all must feel responsible for them. We are responsible for them. There should be tolerance, love, and a sense of support for everybody and their well-being, a sense of concern for everybody and their well-being. And if that's lacking, and clearly, firing half of your staff with very little justification, clearly shows that there's no concern for the individual and for the people in your lives. I think that's a mistake. I think that leads to the detriment, of course, to those thousands of people that have now lost their livelihood and their income, but also to the person making that decision, because they continue to live in a bubble where there's no honest feedback, nobody dares speak up against them, and they can only work to the detriment of their personal lives. As it is, though, these decisions, they cause a lot of damage. And while Elon Musk is losing money, staggering amounts of money over this, let's be honest, it's not going to have a huge impact on his daily life. But those thousands of people that are being fired at Twitter, it has a huge impact on their lives, of course. And I think that's a huge concern.